Aloha Aries Ohana. My name is Alicia Marie, also known as the Magic Siren, and this is your June 2025 Tarotscope forecast. Today I will be using the Modern Witch deck, the Rider-Waite Centennial deck, the Wild Unknown Pocket deck, and both the Life Purpose and Romance Angel decks. If you're feeling called to using any of the decks that I'm using, you can find all of them in my Amazon storefront, which is linked below. Quick announcement, I do have a brand new promo code for the month of June. Use SUMMER15 with no spaces at checkout on themagicsiren.com to get 15% off all personal readings, both emailed and live sessions. A massive thank you to everyone on our Patreon, Ohana. Your support means so much to me. I post almost daily over there, and if you would like to join our little magical community, you can find that link down below as well. And of course, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications so you never miss a reading or a magical update. Okay, let's go ahead and dive into the cards and see what June has in store for you. Okay, Aries, let's get into your June 2025 Tarotscope forecast. What do we need to know for the month of June? We're going to go ahead and get a 4-card spread to get a nice, well-rounded look to see what's kind of coming in for you. We're asking Universe, Spirit, and Tarot for any messages, insight, or guidance that we need to know for June. Look at this energy, the Wheel of Fortune coming out immediately. I love that for all of you. We have some positive shifts in luck and in life. All right, let's get one more card here. We'll see what's going on for Aries for the month of June 2025. What else do we need to know? We will be clarifying all of these with 2 other tarot decks, so we're going to get some deep messages. We're going to have a good time in this one. Oh, here's our 4th card here. Wonderful energy, Aries. Wow. June is going to be a good month for you. Let's go ahead and dive right in. We have the Wheel of Fortune, the Page of Wands, 6 of Swords, and the Chariot. The Wheel of Fortune is the first card that's showing out here. Now, the Wheel of Fortune is like the wheel of life. It's constantly in motion and it's constantly turning. Luckily for you, you are on an upswing for June 2025. So congratulations, Aries. Your luck in life is changing for the better. Your luck in love is changing for the better, and your fortunes are slowly starting to come in, and they're coming in faster than before. Maybe some of you have been trying to figure out a way to level up in your job. That's probably happening for you this month of June. Maybe you've been trying to plant seeds for new opportunities for income. That might be happening as well. But either way, this Wheel of Fortune is starting off things very, very nice. We're starting to almost kind of get this feeling and vibe that things are finally going our way. It's like we have a lucky streak. We have this sort of lucky energy that's on our side for the month of June, and I love to see that for you. We have the Page of Wands here, which is kind of telling me that it's like, in order for you to be able to really ride this wave and take full advantage of it, let's get excited about it. The Page of Wands is this sort of excitement, confidence, passion. It's moving forward with that energy and turning it into your motivation to keep pushing forward and keep moving on. I feel like, you know, there's this big message here for you, Aries, of get excited for what this Wheel of Fortune is bringing in for you. I think some of you have been dealing with some chaotic energy or chaotic waters in the past, but we're finally moving into calmer, more tranquil times. Some of you might actually be physically moving in the month of June, or you might be traveling, doing a little bit of traveling, whether it's a road trip or you're going to a new state, a new country even. There is this energy of movement and travel. The 6 of Swords represents sort of packing up in the middle of the night and just taking off, which I think sometimes is absolutely necessary. But you can also see here that there's this choppy water on this side of the boat, and then there's the calm water on that side. So, you know, you could be going into calmer times of your life, and that's also something to get excited about. That Page of Wands energy is really radiating excitement for you, and it should be easy for you to tap into that energy because you are a fire element, right? The Wands suit is fire suit. It's that fire element. So it should be easy for you to tap into the passion and excitement, that sort of action-based movement going forward, and really riding the wave of the Wheel of Fortune. I love that Wheel of Fortune was the first card here, because the Wheel of Fortune is giving you this positive wave to ride. If you can get excited about it, you're going to find yourself in a place where everything is very chill, everything is very calm, you're feeling really good, and you are heading to this place of victory and success. I almost feel like this is the first month this year, Aries, that you're going to be able to take a step back and just breathe. You're just going to be able to breathe and relax, enjoy the sun, go on a little vacation, spend time with friends, with family, doing things that make you feel all fun and excited. This is the vibe that I'm picking up on heavily for you for the month of June. You're definitely heading towards success. The last week of June might be a week where you start to see some forward movement very quickly towards that sort of success or victory. The Chariot has all of that yellow around him as well, which really kind of represents the growth. So I think the first 3 weeks of the month is going to be all about this wave that's kind of coming in. Our luck is changing for the better. We're getting excited as the second week of the month sort of comes in. As the third week rolls around, we're really kind of gaining our footing in this sort of calm, tranquil time where we're getting excited. It's almost like we don't have to necessarily swim upstream anymore. And as soon as we hit the end of the month, we're really heading towards more victory, success, and stability. I really like that so far. I want to go ahead and clarify. I want to get some deeper messages here. We do have the King of Wands in reversal. I will say that is going to be your first little warning from your universe and your spirit team, kind of saying that just because our luck is on our side this month, Aries, don't give up your sort of action-based movements, okay? Don't forget what got you there. When things start to go your way, it doesn't mean that we should completely let off the gas. It just means that we can take a little bit of a breather. There's that sort of happy medium, right? It's like, you know, we are either full on gas, pedal to the metal, or we're slamming on the brakes. We want to find a nice in-between motion where we're still making action-based movements to continue through the month towards success and victory, but using our luck to our advantage. We have the Knight of Cups coming out. Wonderful energy there. New opportunities for emotional fulfillment coming in. Wow, overall, June is starting to look like a really amazing month for you, Aries. We have the Queen of Pentacles coming out, definitely sitting in a place of grounded energy, which is great, because I do feel like a lot of you have had a lot of whirlwind energy for the first half of the year. We have the Nine of Cups and then the Page of Cups. This is almost an opportunity here to find the Ten of Cups moment for you, maybe in July or August. We'll have to check back in for July and see how that's working out. But let's go ahead and talk about these clarifying cards. Like I mentioned, we will clarify with another tarot deck, so we'll even get deeper, okay? You know, we like to go very deep into these monthly Tarotscopes. But let's go ahead and kind of digest what we have on the table here. We have that King of Wands in reversal. Now, the King of Wands is your elemental king, okay? When we talk about elemental king and queen, it's divine masculine and divine feminine energy. Now, we each have divine masculine and divine feminine within us. We have to have both in order to be a whole energetic being. Whether if you look at it like the yin, the yang, the as above, so below, we have the divine feminine and the divine masculine. When we talk about divine masculine energy, this is the energy of sort of forward movement. So when we have divine feminine, the divine feminine is going to create the plan, where the divine masculine is going to execute the plan. The divine feminine is going to plant the seeds and nurture them, where the divine masculine goes out and harvests them after they grow. You see what I'm trying to get at? That's what the divine feminine and the divine masculine is within us. There are certain times in our life where we'll be called into going into one direction more than the other. You are being asked to go more into the divine masculine of your energy right now. This King of Wands being in the reversal tells me that maybe we're having a hard time still pushing forward with the action-based movements because we're starting to feel like our luck is on our side. When we have a lucky streak in life, when we have that Wheel of Fortune on the upswing and things are really going well and we're starting to feel like all the seeds that we're planting are growing and it just feels good, sometimes it can be very easy for us to maybe drop the ball in other places of our life because we don't necessarily have to work so hard for them to be successful. When we have a lucky streak, when we have a wheel of fortune in the upright, this is that sort of make or break moment for you in a sense of, are you going to continue to put in a little bit of work every day and still embrace and embody that divine masculine king of wands that is your elemental king? Are you still going to make those action-based movements and take full advantage? If you don't, that's okay, but just know that anything that you do this month of June will be amplified. So if you do put a little bit of extra effort into all the little projects that you have, or maybe your personal journey, your spiritual journey, maybe into your job, whatever it is, just know that it's going to work out more than maybe in the past or when you're in a downswing of the Wheel of Fortune. We do have the Knight of Cups coming out, and the Knight of Cups represents new opportunities of emotional fulfillment coming into your life. This could be meeting a new person that it's this immediate sort of connection, whether it's a friendship, a romantic connection. This could even just be an opportunity that comes in that gives you emotional fulfillment. The thing about emotional fulfillment is that we do get it from many different things in our life, not just the relationships in our life. So this could be a potential new job, a new way of thinking even. Look at it, it's on top of that Page of Wands. That Page of Wands tells us to get excited for what's to come. Let's get excited for the opportunities for emotional fulfillment this month of June. We also have the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is like the sort of mother in the tarot deck. She mothers all of the seeds. So all the seeds of intention that you plant throughout your life, you really tap into the Queen of Pentacles energy when you water those seeds, when you fertilize them, when you nurture them into growing and into existence. And you're kind of being asked to tap into your Queen of Pentacles energy. It's interesting how we have the divine feminine of earth and we have the divine masculine of fire. And so earth and fire sometimes can be hard to balance. It can be hard to navigate. For some of you, especially on the second half of the month, you might be feeling a little bit more called into just nurturing what you already have instead of trying to make any action-based movements. And that's okay. Just nurturing things can also be an act of forward movement. So allow yourself to find the balance between the divine masculine of this fiery, passionate, determined energy and the more divine feminine, grounded, nurturing energy that we can get from the Queen of Pentacles. I think part of the reason why this Queen of Pentacles is showing on top of that Six of Swords is because you are finally getting to a place in your life as a whole where things are not so chaotic. And you deserve that. You truly do. The Nine of Cups is here, and this Nine of Cups is like your wishes will be granted, but we do need to know what those wishes look like. So I would definitely take some time throughout the month of June, do a little bit of meditation. And let me just say this has been a very common card that has come out for many of the signs for the month of June. I think as a collective, as a whole, we're all being asked to do that bigger picture thinking. What does success look like for you? What does happiness mean? What do you need in life in order to feel fulfilled? When it comes to romantic relationships, maybe we need to ask what qualities do we need in a partnership? All of those bigger picture questions. This has been coming out for everyone, okay? So take a little extra time this month, figure out what success looks like for you and what that means so you can jump in the chariot and get there. This Page of Cups is probably one of my favorite cards in the whole tarot deck because this card really represents creative expression and allowing the new version of you to do the creative expression. You know, you're a different version of you than at the beginning of the year, let alone a year ago, right? If you were to look at the version of you a year ago and who you are today, you're very different. Allow the new version of you to have the space to be a creative, expressive being, right? Maybe we need to change up our wardrobe. Maybe we are changing our playlists and the music we listen to. Maybe we are allowing ourselves to express ourselves in a new way. That is what that Page of Cups is all about. That's going to be almost kind of like the end of June going into July. More than likely for a lot of you, you might have some plans already made for July or things that you want to potentially go and experience in July that have to do a little bit more with that sort of personality card, because that's what I really picture the Page of Cups is like personality. What is your personality now? And you do kind of figure out what your personality is with that Nine of Cups energy too, of those meditations on the bigger picture questions. Let's go ahead and do our final tarot deck here just for some final clarity and messages. We have the Ace of Cups in reversal. We have the Five of Cups in reversal. I think for a lot of you, we have Son of Cups in reversal, which is the Knight of Cups. All of these cup cards in reversal. I think for a lot of you, the month of June is going to be a little bit different in a sense of we're not looking for romantic love. We're not necessarily focusing on romantic love. We're focusing more on personal fulfillment and achievement. We're focusing more on our overall energy and aura around us. This is more like working on our friendships, our community, our projects, who we are on the inside, allowing our personality to shine through, evolving into this person that we really were working through for the last few months in that shadow work. The Ace of Cups in reversal tells me that in the near future, there will be opportunities for new relationships. But I think that Knight of Cups being here on top of that Page of Wands and then seeing him again right here in reversal, I think that's more along the lines of, you know, somebody coming in and potentially being a business partner, or maybe somebody coming in and becoming a friend, but not necessarily a romantic connection. I don't think romance is on your mind this month, and that's probably a good thing because you have a lot of personal growth coming in. Five of Cups in reversal. I think for some of you, you've had to walk away from things over the last couple of months that were maybe hard for you to walk away from. This is the first month that you're starting to feel free from that energy, from the sort of sadness that maybe was lingering from that, whatever it was that you did walk away from. This Knight of Cups is in reversal on top of that Queen of Pentacles. I think some of you are very hesitant to move forward with romantic relationships this month. I mean, that's totally okay. I would actually suggest taking a step back from romantic relationships throughout the month of June and focus more in on you, and really kind of figuring out how you're going to move forward for the rest of the year, being the most authentic version of yourself. The Eight of Wands represents forward movement and communications as well. For some of you, you might have a friend or a family member that you haven't talked to in quite some time, maybe reach out to you on that last week of June. But overall here, we're starting to see this pattern for you for the month of June. You're on an upswing. Ride that wave. This wave might not lead to romantic love and sparks and fireworks, but I don't think that's what you're looking for this month anyway, Aries. I think if anything, we're getting excited for this sort of new version of our life. We've done a lot of shadow work in the past. We've walked away from things in the past, and now we're finally starting to feel the almost weightless energy that came with that decision to walk away from those things. Allow yourself to see the bigger picture ahead of you. Get very clear on what that looks like, because the Chariot is waiting for you at the end of this month to take you to what those things are. Allow yourself to tap into the newest version of you. I want to go ahead and pull out our love oracles here. Now, this does not, look at this, release your ex. I didn't even get to finish talking about what this is, and it just came right out. Release your ex, the time has come to clear your energy. This does not have to just be an ex-partner. This is just an experience from the past that we are fully releasing this month. And this is really the embodiment of everything I just said. Okay, this is just my spirit guides telling me that yes, this is a confirming, everything we just said is being confirmed with this card. Okay, let's release it and really get excited for the month of June. The month of June is about to be so much fun for you. Try your best not to carry anything from any other experience in your life into this month, because you have some pretty good things coming in. We had two cards come out here. We do have nutrition. You conduct healing work with your culinary skills. Definitely making sure that we have a balanced diet, and we're not indulging in chocolate, coffee, sweets, fats, and we're not also going on the other side of things, right? Making sure that we are allowing ourselves to also enjoy things in life, finding a balance. I think that's important for you or for someone that's watching right now. And then we also have heart's desires. Your angels are supporting, guiding, and protecting you as your dreams become a reality. What a beautiful way to kind of end this reading. I mean, there's some really positive energies for you. Overall, Aries, I think this is going to be a really fun, positive, and beautiful month for you. I hope you were able to enjoy this reading. Maybe find some clearance and some guidance and clarity. Excuse me, I'm getting tongue-tied now. Some clarity and guidance from this reading. And if you would like to get a personal reading with me, you can always go over to themagicsiren.com to get one. I post on Patreon regularly as well, so I hope to see you over there. And I do post here on YouTube quite frequently. So make sure that you like this video, subscribe, and I will see you in another one soon. Aloha.